My name is Anisha Rush. I play the saxophone. I'm originally from Colorado. I grew up in Colorado Springs. I went to school in Boulder, Colorado at the University of Colorado. I started playing music when I was 8 years old. I started playing classical guitar and took lessons for about 3 years. I grew up in a very musical family with my sisters, so we were always singing together and playing the piano. When I was growing up, we always had music going, mostly gospel. A lot of my influences come from that. And then also, Bird, obviously. The first time I heard him, I was intimidated, but also very drawn to that sound and that energy. And then from there, Cannonball and Kenny Garrett as far as alto sounds. My first encounter was also my decision to play the saxophone because I remember seeing this, I don't know who it was, but I remember the TV was on and there was this guy playing the saxophone. And I was like, wow, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I remember my dad had the smooth jazz channel on a lot too. When we'd go to work with him, he was a teacher. And so that's kind of the first sounds that I've heard. And then, when I heard the big band, it was so loud, but so much energy that was kind of my first introduction to the music. Music is the thing that's just always there and been there for me, I think. As someone who has grown up in a very musical home, it was always my safe place. It was the thing that got me out of bed. It was the thing that really helped me discover myself. Meeting people and how do you interact with new people and how do you, stick to the music that is in you. We experienced what that felt like to not have music with COVID. And I think after that, it was just this has to be the thing in my life. No matter what happens, I just knew that was always going to be something that needed to be there. I was kind of surrounded by a lot of structure, I guess. I was very often the only Black person in most situations, which was challenging, especially learning this music and feeling almost a disconnect to its roots. Not having any Black teachers or anything like that. Not even through college, honestly, did I have any Black professors. So kind of one thing about growing up in Colorado that was definitely challenging. One major mentor that I had was Ron Miles. And honestly, meeting him changed my life. He put me on this trajectory. He got me a job to teach at Metro State University. He was kind of the person that looked out for the Black community, the Black musicians who might have been pushed to the side or forgotten, especially in education. Once you have that dream in your head, it's really hard to let it go. Really envisioning all these places I wanted to be, the people I wanted to be around, and the kind of music I want to play. Because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna change the fact that I'm a musician, and that's who I am. Having this community of other really talented female musicians, non-binary musicians who are doing the thing is really, really cool. But it's also what a lot of us had to go through to get here is something I hope nobody ever has to go to anymore. I would really like to see just a different culture. We're all people, we're all humans playing this music. There should be space for all of us. I would also like to see changes in jazz education. It is a Black American music, a Black American art form. And for me, when I flip through certain magazines and I see a lot of really great schools, but no students of color, it is a very, very sad moment for me. And it's very hard for me to see that. And so for me, something that I'm very passionate about and is on my list of dreams is how do we make this music more accessible to learn for everyone?